If you're a Persona 5 fan hoping to enjoy the anime as much as you enjoy the game, you might be disappointed. Here's everything wrong with it. When it was first announced that Persona 5 was going to have an animated series, fans of the original game from around the world erupted with joy, until they revealed what the main character's name was going to be anyway. To be fair, in the game you can name him anything you want, however fans had grown attached to the game's default name, Akira Kurusu, so when producers announced that the main character's name would be Ren Amamiya instead, there was immediate pushback. Granted, in the end, the name change isn't that big of a deal. Ren Amamiya does have a nice ring to it, but so does Akira Kurusu. One of the major gripes that people have with this show is the animation is dull, stiff, and an absolute pain to look at in certain instances. The way this anime absolutely butchered the all-out attack is a great example of this. The fact that a game that has such a distinctive and brilliant art style is adapted into a such bland anime adaptation has definitely rubbed fans the wrong way. One of the major leave-outs in the plot, however, is the fact that no other party members awakens to their second and ultimate persona. In the original Persona 5 game, once the Phantom Thief's character arc reached its conclusion, they would awaken to a second and far more powerful persona. The fact that these ultimate personas are omitted in the animated adaptation is mostly due to the fact that unfortunately not all of the party members got the chance to complete their character arcs anyway. It was a bummer, but yet another sad reality born out of a limited screen time. The fights against shadows in Persona 5 are truly exhilarating, with the gameplay loop of exploiting enemy weaknesses and hitting them for all-out attacks never gets old. However, replicating turn-based battles in an animated format can be quite challenging, and A1 Pictures definitely failed in this regard. The fights in the anime are completely static and unengaging to boot. On the other hand, lots of the game's other support characters or confidants got minimized stories, if any story at all. Persona 5 had tons of great confidants too, though a few were featured aiding our thieves in their investigations. Most tended to have cameos as background characters. Granted, as already mentioned, there just plain wasn't enough screen time to feature all these wonderful support characters in the way they deserve. We do get a few good gems like Mishima's Pride arc, Kawakami's infamous maid scene, and Hifumi and Ren playing Shoji. But for lots of the other confidants, there's sad little else. Condensing a 90+ hour video game into an anime season of 26 episodes is definitely a massive challenge, and some corners need to be cut to ensure that the runtime isn't wastefully extended. Unfortunately, the manner in which Persona 5 the animation goes about this is quite immaturish, with the plot moving so fast that it can be somewhat hard to keep track of at times. One of the many complaints Persona 5 the animation received was that it rarely took time to explain the how and why behind the metaverse, cognition, and palaces. Because only key plot points from the game could be included, there also was a lack of emotional build-up for what should have been the story's most powerful moment. As a result, viewers who had not played the game were left with lots of questions and disconnect. Why is there an all-out attack nearly every episode? How does a calling card really work? And unfortunately, like with the other aforementioned game content that had to receive the axe, there just wasn't enough time to answer them. Sorry, newcomers. This is the biggest gripe that people have with the anime. Why does it even exist? It's completely impossible for anyone who hasn't played the game to understand the anime, and the people who've already played the game have no reason whatsoever to waste their time watching this diluted adaptation. Only the most hardcore of hardcore fans will squeeze even a droplet of enjoyment out of this animation, which is just not worth it. Okay guys, that's it. If you like the video, leave a like, let me know what you think of the video, and Happy New Year, and as always, I hope you enjoy.